Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zach Renault.
My name's Carter Nolan.
It's good. It's
thought-
really good.
We thought last episode was a bit of a setup for this episode, and that was definitely the case.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here that we like.
Yeah, this is probably the most filled episode where really it was non-stop action the entire time.
Yeah.
Through with all the different plot lines moving. The parents won as well, and they actually were able to make it a bit more interesting. So that was kind of nice.
That was nice, indeed. It was nice. Okay.
So
All right.
Through this?
How do we do this?
Well,
So immediately the kid gets captured. That's fine.
Because the pirates arrive.
Yes.
As well,
And they're like, what?
Big frigate. And they see the storm, which we compared, I think, to Diego, right? Around the separatist planet of Diego.
Yeah.
And instead of just allowing stuff in and not letting it leave, this does not appear to let stuff leave or enter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No.
But.
Yeah, it's a let's get to the first reaction. The kids grab Brutus with the claw
On the ship.
and Brutus then gets cold cocked shot in the head by John.
Oh boy.
That's brutal. Like, this man is getting no redemption arc, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's refreshing.
He's so fun. He's so much fun.
Yeah.
Then we get to see he's got his mask back. That was sick, which we saw from the first episode. Let's go. I like the mask.
Yes.
I like the mask.
And everyone kind of wondering. Everyone, I think, when the show started, I remember you saying this, was thinking that was Jude Law's character, and now we know for sure.
Yes,
that
yes.
100% is.
Yeah,
So
obviously, the pieces were laid up there, and it's nice.
Just
I like
puts
it.
the look together. Although I'm okay with him without the mask too, just because Jude Law just does a fantastic job.
Yeah, there's a lot of pirate jibber jabber. The scene is pretty good. Like, the ship goes in and gets absolutely eviscerated.
A lot of talk of the pirate
There's
code.
a jibber jabber with a pirate, and it ends with, I don't even know what she unclaims these, and SM33 went, okay, cool, bang.
I'm afraid there's a wound in my back.
Oh!
Oh boy!
Kabam. Kabam. Knocked them all out. You see that? He knocks them out. He doesn't kill any of them.
Yeah.
Because that is not an efficient droid. Never send a droid to do a real human's job. Remember that. Humans will kill. Droids will not. So they get through the ship because it turns out it doesn't have to do with like knowing where to go. It's just the fact that the model of the ship is old enough.
Old Republic ships are just allowed to enter, and any newer model of ship is. And it's funny because when they're flying in, these actual devices that are creating this storm look a lot like Operation Cinder, if anyone's played the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign, which makes sense because they're weather-making devices. But we realize that this planet, like, this isn't just a big atmosphere. This planet is significantly smaller than the barrier.
Yeah, it is. And So does that mean that the guy who's in charge of
look
it...
at how much smaller the
Holy
planet.
shit! What?
I thought
That's
was just
incredible!
I thought that was just like the atmosphere. This thing is way smaller.
There's like a sun in it. Yeah, and then we get a really good scene where John's on the ship, and we're like, okay.
And you said there was like a sun inside the barrier.
Well, I don't know if there's a sun inside, but how does the light get through his mouth?
That's a great question.
Like, how is their skyline not entirely made of green mist?
Yeah, there's something going on here, which...
Also worth noting that, actually, we'll talk about this after this this next reaction, which was great. SM33 gets absolutely, like, it's hard to say dead with droids, because droids and death don't really have the same
Gets decapitated.
Right, he gets absolutely decapitated by a jump scare lightsaber scene of John.
Whoa!
No way!
Oh shit!
I love this. I love everything about this.
Yeah.
I love this in its entirety.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal. It
And
is
so-
absolutely phenomenal.
They land, and it's really interesting seeing literally like this park just like come apart.
First off, the
Yeah.
supervisor talks, which we've never actually heard, and
Yes.
it sounds like an old man. And I was like, I think is that man is obviously the pirate that we meet.
I can't remember the name that they kept mentioning, but this legendary pirate. Because I mean, his ship was still there, so
His ship was there. He goes into the thing and never comes out. Now they're very smart with their words, because they say he goes to Adam but never comes out, which is supposed to make you think like, oh, that he could have died going there. But we know his ship is there, and it was in flyable condition, meaning he definitely survived.
Yeah.
So that's who I would pick.
yeah.
But yes, they also say that it's an emissary, like they've had emissaries before, but also, then counterpoint, when they open up the thing on the floor, no one is ready for it.
Oh yeah, no.
0 people are ready for it. So
Well-
I'm assuming they haven't had an emissary in a long ass
Well,
time.
especially since all the other locations, along with At Atten, At Atten is the only one left. All the other ones have been are donezo.
Yes.
And so it's interesting when they start heading down, as this kind of reminded me of like when it comes to like an unprepared landing, it almost made me think of like, remember the Wall-E movie when that ship comes back to Earth at the end? And of course nothing.
They've got the stuff
prepared.
there,
Yeah.
but it's like,
And it has this. There's a scene earlier where all the droids are going after the parents, and it's funny. The I don't know why, but the whoever's doing the voicing of the droid sounds a little bit like Lama Su from like Prime Minister Camino. I don't know why. That's immediately where I checked. The voice actors are different. It's not the same person. But
we then ends with us getting to the vault, which is great.
Do you have like this?
1139.
Oh my god!
whole.
And it ends with a really imposing shot. They give us the Order 66 youngling shot. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, but it was interesting 'cause
Nice!
even when they were heading down this like elevator down, there's this whole giant, essentially like a reactor for this planet or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of stuff going on, and so I don't know exactly how all this works. I don't know how there's a sun within that barrier, but you know that in the Old Republic they are
you
able
ready?
to manipulate stuff
Are you
like
excited
that.
for the Old Republic to join with the New Republic, and then when Thrawn comes out with his big army, he's not going to be funded properly because the New Republic will have the Old Republic credits, and they're all going to melt them down to make all the
You're
weapons.
assuming the New Republic.
and then it gets ruined in the sequels. Are you ready for this?
Unless they try to do a thing
Are
where
you
the
ready
Old
for this?
Republic becomes the First Order.
Are you ready for that? No, what are you saying?
I don't know.
What words
you
are
never,
you speaking?
You never know how
you
this
are
sort.
speaking. Yes,
This is Disney.
You're
This is
speaking
Disney.
nonsense.
They might do stuff
You're
like
speaking
that.
nonsense.
I
He's
hope
speaking
that's
nonsense.
nonsense.
Thanks so much for watching.
I'm saying I don't trust
The
it.
finale's coming up. We're excited. Goodbye.
How did my father die?
Like a panther.